This video is going to be my thoughts on the Assassin's Creed stuff that I've been reading and seeing about. I seen that the game was petitioned to be banned. The last thing I seen people complaining about was that Yasuke, one of the protagonists of the game, talking about he wasn't a samurai, he's a retainer. This game is lies. What in the hell? Oh my god, this game is copying off of swords from One Piece. That shit that y'all are talking about, that y'all are complaining about, it is not about to stop the game from being good or bad. Are y'all even gamers, or are y'all just looking into what type of narratives are being spent? Or are you just trying to feed into the media? Are y'all moles out there that are sent to start outrage, to get people talking, to generate buzz and shit like that? I have no clue. It could be a possibility. Assassin's Creed has been having an issue over the last few years, in my opinion. In my opinion, Assassin's Creed has been getting abused. The IP has been getting abused. Whenever you have something that's an adventure game and it's a successful game, and I'm gonna say from the first Assassin's Creed up to about Assassin's Creed 3, things were amazing. I love the story arc of Desmond Miles getting like going through the Animus and pretty much becoming his ancestors. And then at the end of the first Assassin's Creed, you find out that he's retaining things that he's doing while being an ancestor. So I thought it was gonna culminate with him becoming the ultimate modern day assassin, skydiving off of like rooftops. I thought we were gonna be jumping out of private jets with like a white commando trench coat or something that glides through the air or something. I don't even know, man. It was gonna be crazy, but then it ended up with him meeting up with ancient deities. He disappears. I don't know if they hanging on to that to keep teasing, to be like, maybe he'll come back, maybe not. But anyways, after that, Assassin's Creed became a formula, and it is responsible for what they call the Ubisoft formula. For anybody that doesn't know, the Ubisoft formula is whenever you have a map, wide open world. They're gonna put it on the back of the case, on the back of the game cover. They're gonna put that big, massive, wide open world. And you're gonna have plenty of places to explore. These places are gonna be labeled. It's gonna look like a bunch of shit just sitting on the map. Some of the games have adapted to the times. Shout out to Elden Ring for making us see that a sense of wonder is a beautiful thing. For a second, Assassin's Creed forgot about that. You open up the map, you see billions and billions and billions of icons, question marks, and all that stuff. And then you go to a point at the top of a roof or something like that. Next thing you know, you reveal different parts of the map. You reveal different things to go check off on the list. It became come check off, come check off, come check off, check, 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 check. And then the combat, we're moving further and further towards the modern day. You know what I'm saying? Altair, back in the Middle East. Ezio, over there in Europe. We go over to Connor Kenway. We're in the United States fighting during the fight for independence. We're seeing muskets. We're seeing British formations and fighting. It was just getting more and more innovative. But then Black Flag, you know, time started getting a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, mysterious. And then shit, Origins, they said, fuck it, we going all the way back. I don't know if they scared to move past swordplay, because you know they always play it safe right there in swordplay. I guess the limited innovation with the combat system in Assassin's Creed is, hey, you need to be surrounded by dudes and you need to know how to dance with these blades, with these rapiers, with these big swords. Now it's about to be samurai swords, or look like we got Hellbergs or something like that. Assassin's Creed is being limited by this formulaic approach. In my, like, one of my guesses, I thought that Watch Dogs, honestly, I thought that was going to be Desmond's, like, that's the closest thing I could think to what Desmond was going to be. Watch Dogs. He was going to be using technology and stealth to his advantage in trying to traverse through the modern world while conducting, I don't know if it was going to be assassinations, sabotage, but it was going to be something along those lines. But I think if I had to put my finger on it, somebody came and said, what is this? This is a whole new franchise in itself. Make that into its own series. And then we got the Watch Dogs series. Personally, I feel like that could have been Desmond. But anyways, that's just me. If you agree, maybe the comments or something will tell me something different. If you've been doing your research and you feel like that shit is preposterous, let me know. That's my beef with the Assassin's Creed series so far. I don't care that the protagonist is not who you think that they're supposed to be. This is not a documentary. This is not historical facts. This is historical fiction. This is based on history, but a fictional twist is thrown off up in there. In the DLC in some of these Assassin's Creed, you are fighting Egyptian gods. In Black Flag, you're going against ghost ships. We don't even have no documented stuff on these other characters. We have dealt with other historical figures. When Ezio has Leonardo da Vinci helping him with inventions and stuff like that. How come nobody complained about that? You see how much sense is being made? All right, Assassin's Creed, the real issue, the blockage of innovation when it comes to the genre, and so many other games followed that. Like the way how they do the open world, so many games followed that. And whenever I smell that, if the game doesn't have its own unique enough spin to it, it just, I don't know, it just makes me, I get tired fast. Ghost of Tsushima, it has a little bit, but it has just enough of its own unique way to it. It has just enough of these unique aspects to it that I was able to play through it, and the story was worth it. Whenever I played through something like the first Horizon, I love the story to Horizon Zero Dawn. And I like the unique take, well, at the time, the unique take of using primitive weapons against these crazy ass beasts. Protagonist, I'm not worried about the protagonist in an Assassin's Creed game. That is not gonna stop me from buying a game. What's stopping me from buying Assassin's Creed is that I'm gonna hop in the game, I'm gonna see this big ass map, and it's gonna be icons all over the place. Just go check off. And the story, I don't even know where the story is with Assassin's Creed. Nobody's posting about it. Unless my algorithm is seem like they just going to different places in time, having their own fun, putting the Assassin's Creed formula into different time periods. Matter of fact, it's like a half-assed version of the Final Fantasy series. In the Final Fantasy series, they make their own worlds in almost every entry. In Assassin's Creed, they want to do it on a year-to-year basis, so you can pull out a sword and you can block and parry and stab somebody in the neck, then climb to the roof, scan around, let the eagle fly in a circle, and dive into some hay. But they want to do that across different time periods. Final Fantasy 16 could be one of the best games ever, but the side quests were trash. But I still appreciate that it tried to do something different from the rest of the Final Fantasy. I don't know if Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to do that. We'll have to wait and see. But from what I've seen from the last few Assassin's Creeds, big ass world, get surrounded, block, parry, stab somebody in the neck. It's not bad. But when you want to do it on a year-to-year basis, I'm pretty fast. I was tired back during Black Flag. You're gonna get people tired. The industry is gonna be stagnant because people are gonna be wondering where all the good games at. You're gonna start getting all these retro games. I've been playing a lot of retro games lately because as soon as I see something and it feels like Assassin's Creed, like I said, not enough of its own unique gameplay to it, I'm turned off. From Software, they come with these crazy worlds to explore, these different challenges. It's like going through a labyrinth every time. You figure out new ways. It's like figuring out new ways to do. Their games are puzzles, and you figure out new ways how to traverse or put together these puzzles. Look at From Software. We got Armored Core 6. We have Sekiro. We have Elden Ring. We have Bloodborne. It is we finna throw in some stuff to make these games completely unique. Even though we have something that wins, we still gonna put a unique spin on it. Let's see if Assassin's Creed Shadows can do that. I believe it deserves a chance. One thing I will give Assassin's Creed though is those cinematic trailers. I love the cinematic trailers to Assassin's Creed. The first one with Ezio running through the crowd, blending in with people praying and stuff like that. I was like a kid at the time, but that shit was breathtaking at first. You know, that's our first time seeing those graphics and stuff too, those HD graphics for the first time. It was insane. One of my all-time favorite trailers ever in life in the existence of gaming is that Assassin's Creed Revelations trailer with Ezio traveling, then he gets captured. They're about to get ready to knock him off of a plank. Next thing you know, he elbows the dude in the back of the head. He pulls up to the beach, gets hit by an arrow, slaps the arrow, starts fighting dudes on the beach. Music playing in the background, traveling the world. It's one of my favorite trailers ever. I don't know if I could put a link. I will if I can, but yeah. But after those trailers, I get tired. I don't have beef with anything doing with any protagonists in these games. I haven't been offended by any protagonists. I do not care what they what they look like. I don't care about what their preferences are in life. The game. Is the game good? I have a video on God Hand. God Hand has the most absurd characters ever. I don't see anything absurd about these characters in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's get down to the real issues with these big games these days so we can have more innovation and more creativity. I know y'all want to play it safe. I know these shareholders want you to do something that's surely gonna raise the chances of being more of success. But sometimes you gotta be a dice roller. Sometimes it gotta be a gamble. Sometimes you gotta try something new, never seen before. How PUBG was when it first dropped. Did something new. Now everybody want a little piece of it. You did something great once upon a time with those first few Assassin's Creed games. A bunch of people started copying. A lot of them tried, a lot of them failed. That's it. I'll be safe and stay geek.